take a look back at the match that was. Probably one of the more outstanding results for the Princeton Revolution saw Jishan Liang taking 2 out of 3 against Enzo Angles. Shepa clawed 2 games despite some strong starts in both the first and second game from Bastien Dupont. The doubles was a welcome 3-0 sweep for the Carolina Gold Rush. If anything, kind of the lifeline. De Santolan threw out as many variations as he possibly could, and it helped him take a sweep over Kai Zhang. Speaking of sweeps, Jinshin Wang got things finished up to give Princeton a 10-5 lead going into the golden game.
Risky for whom?
For the Revolution, I think.
Can you elaborate?
Dupont takes the first, serves back to Yevgeny
Yes.
Prishepa. He's got 2 serves to come.
I think it's pretty interesting to put De Santolan and Angles up against each other. That for me is...
Well, at that point, Matthias could have only chosen Jinshin to play Enzo instead. Would you have preferred that? Or Angela?
An incredible reach inside the table, but the counter one better as Bastien Dupont gets his second point.
A dangerous combination for the Revolution. But I suppose also a bit of a necessity for them.
So Dupont gets 2 for Carolina. Prishepa salvages the final point. Dupont disappointed he couldn't take all 3. Kai Zhang versus Jishan Liang. Jishan took 2 out of 3 from Enzo, becoming just the 3rd player all season to take a singles match from Angles. Kai Zhang struggled against De Santolan.
At this point, Princeton need to focus on if they can at least get splits in every matchup.
That'll get them to the finish line if they can do that.
Tight serve gets a passive receive from the baseline, setting up the 3rd ball. Cobra Kai takes the point. Jishan Liang with his serves at 7-3. Perfect placement. The stock hands of Kai Zhang leaves the table as an obstruction.
2 of the first 3 here for Zhang. He's guaranteed a split. If he can take 3 out of 4, they'll bring Angles to the table with an opportunity. Put Carolina back on top, but it will be a 4-point difference as Jishan earns the split.
This is going to be a decisive matchup between both teams. Princeton Revolution need to keep their point buffer here.
Enzo Angles, an emphatic 3rd ball attack.
3rd ball attack from Enzo Angles puts the rally to rest. 5 serving 8.
Almost caught the edge, but Enzo wins both on his serve.
Enzo looking right at home against defense. I mean, if you take Enzo's forehand power and give him the edge over De Santolan, that puts a lot of pressure on Angela Guan. She doesn't want to face any potential sweeps from Hong.
Second serve here for Matthew De Santolan.
Lawrence and Wong are up next after this next point. De Santolan earns the split.
De Santolan with side spin and everything else from down near the ground, hooking forehand.
Enzo had him slightly off balance, but De Santolan kind of guessed right. He needed to recover, but Enzo goes back to that forehand side when he had the line wide open. All right, Lawrence takes the table with his team down by 4. Struggled against Jinshin in the singles match moments ago. And Wong picks up where he left off.
The opening attack is the professors with that forehand flick All that feeling in the short game. Both players looking for the attack. 6 serving 11. Reverse pendulum, tricky spin, good
So they
delivery
split the 2
here.
points on
Professor
Roman's
now
serve.
with
Now
the serves,
Jinshin has 2
11-7,
serves.
2 serves
Princeton's
to
still
come.
up by 4. It began with a 5-0 lead. Oh, how about that?
Please
Just
go
ridiculous, and he
replay of
takes a
that.
lap around
Jordan
Roman's
Quick
side of the table,
down the line,
adding
checks
insult to
it out
injury.
the
So good.
follow-up. How does he do that? 12
He
serving
did wave
7.
We're gonna
courteously,
have a
but
compilation of those just from their singles match in the Golden now.
and Wong wins 3 out of 4. Lawrence frustrated, kicks the ball. That's huge for Princeton. Gives the Revolution a cushion.
Yeah, and a great
Heading
job.
into Guan and Lin.
Yeah,
Speaking of
great job by Wang
revolutions,
Jinshin
women
there.
at the
It's going to
table,
help
Hong Lin with the
alleviate some of the
serve,
pressure on
7,
Angela.
Serving 13 to Angela Guan.
This is where Carolina really needs Hong Lin to do some damage.
Hong Lin with the first point. Trying to hand on
Style
the table in her
matchup wise,
second serve
definitely
here.
in her favor.
The touch play again, removing all spin. Hong Lin with the
Interesting to see if
dead
Angela
push.
tries any
And it is now 13-9
attacking shots
serves
here,
with
or whether she's
Angela
going to try
Guan.
and stick to the defense.
Each team has 1 timeout to use at some point in this Golden game.
And Angela gets the point off the serve.
Angela Guan service staying strong, 14, serving 9.
Three out of 4 for Hong Lin. Brings Carolina back within 4. We go to the top of the order again.
It's a great attacking effort from Guan.
Prishepa took 2 out of 3 from Prishepa at the start of the Golden game.
Prishepa fashionably late to the party, 10 serving 14.
They'll play 4 points now. It will be their final 4 points of the weekend. Worth mentioning, we're only going to see Hong Lin and Angela Guan again if it's 20-20.
Motivation there is right now. 11 serving 14 and a timeout.
DuPont's a man on a mission out there.
Timeout taken by Princeton. Let's eavesdrop.
Interesting. Raise your hand if you
After you
remember
make
their
your
matchup
final
from earlier today.
Yeah. Okay. Because now it's
1-7.
getting used to. Before it was good, but now it's getting
Came
used
back
to
to win.
Okay.
From 1-7
And
down.
relax, just play.
Baston
A little bit
DuPont.
placement, take care of the placement.
11-3 the next game, but the final game
Can
was
open parallel.
Prishepa's. If
Down
you
the
were
line.
in Baston DuPont's spot,
Yeah, how
would
you
be
feel, but
fighting like
check, check.
crazy right now? Would
Come
you
on,
be
get-
trying to
Sorry.
clear your traffic record? I know I would. This is personal, and it's crunch time.
Come on.
3 points between them, and Baston DuPont has taken the first. Yevgen Prishepa, a veteran of the
Yevgen wants
game,
to use all
has
of
been
the
a
time
leader
here.
for Ukraine for the
That's it.
better part
You
of
go in
his
the table,
life.
step outside, stay low.
And now here at MLRT,
Be behind the
the
ball,
first
okay?
ever American
making a little bit more
professional league
behind the
being
ball.
watched around the world.
Come on, vamos.
It comes down to the golden game.
Timeout has been used by Princeton Revolution. Gold Rush still has theirs. Baston DuPont to serve, 11 to
DuPont
14.
serving with Carolina trailing by 3. Top the top of the tape. Did not connect with the table.
Him in the backhand corner.
Prishepa with 2 serves and a 4-point lead.
15 serving 11.
Prishepa doing his best to try and bring back that 5-point advantage.
The ball with and almost no follow through. Prishepa,
Kai
16-11.
Zhang and Jishan Liang up next.
DuPont with a nice
DuPont earns a
adjustment on the
split.
receive
So Bastian wins 4 of the 7 points that he and Yevgen play in the Golden Game.
Between them and Cobra Kai
Now it's
Jong
Kai
back
Jong
to the arena
and
with
Jishan Liang. They split their
on the
4 points
receive,
earlier.
12 serving 16. Right into the middle, the crossover point.
Going
Cobra Kai
straight to the
takes
body, and the
first.
gap closes.
13
One more
serving
point.
16.
Angles de Santillan are on deck. 2
As
big
heavy
winners
as
from
that
Kai
push
Jong.
was, Cobra Kai had
Carolina's
no problem
within 2
loading
as the
it up
serve
and
goes back to
lifting.
Jishan.
The rib cross court, 16-14, a 2-point game. Jishan
You
Liang
knew
to
this
serve.
would just be a simple victory for the Revolution.
Never is. Jishan coming back
The
in with a
serve
forehand of
sets
his
him
own.
up, gotta receive,
Serve and
he can
attack
deal
is the
with
big
comfortably. Jishan extending the
strategy on
lead back
display
to
here from
3,
both players.
17-14.
Big point here. And Jong into the net.
And a fast reaction.
Enzo could have been back to the table down by 2. Instead, it's a 4-point game, and Carolina really needs Enzo to sweep. If you think about it, Wong and Lorenz coming up next. Wong has had Roman's number.
On the other side. The soft,
Enzo
shallow,
gets it
spinning
done on his
top
serve.
spins of Enzo Angles from the baseline of the table. 15-18, 1 step in the right direction.
Final serve of the weekend for the league's #1 player.
Serve sets it up.
Impressive
and
for
a
DeSantillan just to get a
crushing
paddle
third
on
ball
that
for the pressure.
forehand attack.
18
So
serving
it's a 2-point
16.
game.
Matthew
For
DeSantillan
DeSantillan,
with
he can
2
put his team in a
serves.
great position if he wins just one of these next 2 points. Oh, goodness! Can you believe that? Nothing
And nearly a
Angles
goal
can
for
do
Enzo Angles
as
on the
DeSantillan gets a little bit of fortune off his paddle.
You can understand
Enzo is
right now
well
in these
aware of
crucial
how important
moments.
that point just was.
Not you, coach, not you.
Coach warning, 19 serving 16, DeSantillan.
DeSantillan gets a paddle on it. Angles does take 3 out of 4.
An almost
The only
incredible
point for
shot to follow
DeSantillan there
as
was
he
the
walks
edge
off
ball.
court,
Obviously,
sending
it was a
in
big one. It would be
Lawrence.
18
It's a
all if that did
2-point
not
game.
catch.
Yeah.
The professor,
Now,
Jin Wang,
Final
on the
stand for
receive.
Roman Lorenz. And an opportunity for Jin Wang, who has been
17-19.
Princeton's MVP today, to close this thing out. Good deep serve from Lorenz. It's back to a 1-point game.
Tricky serve. And it pays off. Second serve
Conklin
here
and
for
Anton
Roman
Leguan,
Lorenz.
if it's 20 all, they'll play 1 point
18-19.
to decide a winner.
Steady and strong backhand opening from Jin Wang. He's set himself up here.
Two golden game points.
2 opportunities to close the door on the top team in the East
Team to
Division.
serve 2018.
To cap a perfect weekend for the Princeton Revolution. It's over. The Revolution is here. Princeton with a demolition over Chicago, Florida, and first place Carolina. A 3-0 weekend